Respected friends, welcome you all with all gratitudes, all salutations and congratulations, wishes and prayers for this 1 hour of our doing tapasya consciously. Being conscious itself is highest tapasya, and in that, what to achieve and for that, what to do. Knowing it and doing is greatest tapasya. We are doing this 1 hour, 1.5 hour tapasya consciously knowing that we have to tune to the truth, to the reality. All these ingredients help us. What we do here, invoking the Parabrahma Ishvara Jagannatha Devatagana, Guru Gana, Shastra Gana Krupa, invoking the beautiful layers of our Vyaktitva through the Vedic chanting, through the common sense thought understanding, through the Dhyanapurvaka Mantrocharana, and Shanti Mantrocharana, Sankalpocharana, Upanishad Mantrocharana, and then studying the Upanishad with Bhashyam. Our main thing is Upanishad Adhyanam. Through all other things, we tune ourselves to this. Upanishad is Shwethashwathara, sixth chapter, sixth mantra, the Bhagavat Prapti through the Jnanam. Realize the already present reality with these qualities. Contemplation on these qualities takes us to that reality, makes us recognize our oneness with that reality, in which alone there is the moksha from all the unreal. These things Shwethashwathara Rishi will guide us in, and then Bhagavan Bhashyakara will make us how to understand that thing. Here we are starting with our first objective, Veda Parayanam. It is Chandogya Upanishad from Samaveda. We have completed 2 chapters till yesterday. Let us chant the third chapter today. The first, let us say, 5 khandas. ॐ अथ वेदपारायणं सामवेदीय छान्दोग्योपनिषद् अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः प्रथमः खण्डः ॐ असौ वा आदित्यो देवमधो ॐ असौ वा आदित्यो देवमधो तस्य द्यौरेव तिरश्चीनवगंशः तस्य द्यौरेव तिरश्चीनवगंशः अन्तरिक्षमपूपः मरीचयः पुत्राः अन्तरिक्षमपूपो मरीचयः पुत्राः तस्य ये प्राञ्चो रश्मयः तस्य ये प्राञ्चो रश्मयः ता एवास्य प्राच्यो मधुनाड्यः ताः एवास्य प्राच्यो मधुनाड्यः रुच एव मधुकृतः रुच एव मधुकृतः ऋग्वेद एव पुष्पं ऋग्वेद एव पुष्पं ता अमृता आपः ता अमृता आपः ता वा एता रुचः ता वा एता रुचः एतं ऋग्वेदम् अभ्यतपगम् एतं ऋग्वेदम् अभ्यतपगम् तस्याभितप्तस्य तस्याभितप्तस्य यशः तेजः इन्द्रियं वीर्यं यशस्तेज इन्द्रियं वीर्यम् अन्नाद्यगं रसो जायत अन्नाद्यगं रसो जायत तद्यक्षरत्तदादित्यं तद्यक्षरत्तदादित्यम् अभितोश्रयत् अभितोश्रयत् तद्वा एतत् यदेतत् आदित्यस्य तद्वा एतत् यदेतत् आदित्यस्य रोहितगं रूपं रोहितगं रूपम् अथ द्वितीयः खण्डः अथ येस्य दक्षिणारश्मयः अथ येस्य दक्षिणारश्मयः ता एवास्य दक्षिणामधुनाड्यः त एवास्य दक्षिणामधुनाड्यः यजोगुंषेव मधुकृतः यजोगुंषेव मधुकृतो यजुर्वेद एव पुष्पं यजुर्वेद एव पुष्पं ता अमृता आपः ता अमृता आपः तानि वा एतानि यजोगुंषे तानि वा एतानि यजोगुंषे एतं यजुर्वेदम् अभ्यतपगन् एतं यजुर्वेदम् अभ्यतपगन् तस्याभितप्तस्य तस्याभितप्तस्य यशः तेजः इन्द्रियं वीर्यं यशस्तेज इन्द्रियं वीर्यम् अन्नाद्यं रसो जायत अन्नाद्यं रसो जायत तद्व्यक्षरत्तदादित् अभितो अश्रयत तद्व्यक्षरत्तदादित्यमभितोऽश्रयत तद्वा एतत् यदेतत् आदित्यस्य शुक्लगं रूपं तद्वा एतत् यदेतदादित्यस्य शुक्लगं रूपम् अथ तृतीयः खण्डः अथ येस्य प्रत्यञ्चो रश्मयः अथ येस्य प्रत्यञ्चो रश्मयः ता एवास्य प्रतीच्यो मधुनाड्यः ता एवास्य प्रतीच्यो मधुनाड्यः सामान्येव मधुकृतः सामानि एव मधुकृतः सामवेद एव पुष्पं सामवेद एव पुष्पं ता अमृता आपः ता अमृता आपः तानि वा एतानि सामानि तानि वा एतानि सामानि एतगं सामवेदं तपन् एतगं सामवेदमभ्यतपन् तस्याभितप्तस्य तस्याभितप्तस्य यशस्तेज इन्द्रियं वीर्यं यशस्तेज इन्द्रियं वीर्यम् अन्नाद्यगं रसो जायत अन्नाद्यगं रसो जायत तद्व्यक्षरत्तदादित्यमभितोऽश्रयत तद्व्यक्षरत्तदादित्यमभितोऽश्रयत तद्वा एतत् यदेतत् आदित्यस्य कृष्णगं रूपं तद्वा एतत् यदेतत् आदित्यस्य कृष्णगं रूपम् अथ चतुर्थः खण्डः अथ येस्योदञ्चो रश्मयः अथ येस्योदञ्चो रश्मयः ता एवास्योदीच्यो मधुनाड्यः ता एवास्योदीच्यो मधुनाड्यः अथर्वाङ्गिरस एव मधुकृतः अथर्वाङ्गिरस एव मधुकृतः इतिहासपुराणं पुष्पम् इतिहासपुराणं पुष्पं ता अमृता आपः ता अमृता आपः ते वा एते थर्वाङ्गिरसः ते वा एते थर्वाङ्गिरसः एतदितिहासपुराणम् अभ्यतपगम् एतद् इतिहासपुराणम् अभ्यतपगन् तस्याभितप्तस्य तस्याभितप्तस्य यशस्तेज इन्द्रियं वीर्यं यशस्तेज इन्द्रियं वीर्यम् अन्नाद्यगं रसो जायत अन्नाद्यगं रसो जायत तद्व्यक्षरत्तदादित्यम् अभितोऽश्रयत तद्व्यक्षरत्तदादित्यमभितोऽश्रयत तद्वा एतत् यदेतत् आदित्यस्य परं कृष्णगं रूपं तद्वा एतत् यदेतत् आदित्यस्य परं कृष्णगं रूपम् अथ पञ्चमः खण्डः अथ येस्योर्ध्वा रश्मयः अथ येस्योर्ध्वा रश्मयः ते ता एवास्योर्ध्वा मधुनाड्यः ता एवास्योर्ध्वा मधुनाड्यः गुह्या एवादेशा मधुकृतः गुह्या एवादेशा मधुकृतः ब्रह्मैव पुष्पं ता अमृता आपः ता अमृता आपः ते वा एते गुह्या आदेशाः ते वा एते गुह्या आदेशाः एतद्ब्रह्माभ्यतपगम् तस्याभितप्तस्य यशस्तेज इन्द्रियं वीर्यं यशस्तेज इन्द्रियं वीर्यम् अन्नाद्यगं रसो जायत अन्नाद्यगं रसो जायत तद्व्यक्षरत्तदादित्यं तद्व्यक्षरत्तदादित्यम् अभितोश्रयत अभितोश्रयत तद्वा एतत् यदेतत् आदित्यस्य तद्वा एतत् यदेतत् आदित्यस्य मध्ये क्षोभत इव मध्ये क्षोभत इव ते वा एते रसानागम रसाः वेदा ते वा एते रसानागम रसाः वेदा हि रसाः तेषाम् एते रसाः तानि वा एतानि एते रसास्तानि वा एतानि अमृतानाम् अमृतानि वेदा अमृतानाम् अमृतानि वेदा हि अमृताः तेषाम् एतान्यमृतानि तेषान्येतान्यमृतानि ॐ अथ छान्दोग्योपनिषत् अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः प्रथमः खण्डः ॐ असौ वा आदित्यो देवमधुः तस्य द्यौरेवतरश्चीनवगंशो अन्तरिक्षम् अपूपो मरीचयः पुत्राः तस्य ये प्राच्यो रश्मयः त एवास्य प्राच्यो मधुनाड्यः ऋच एव मधुकृतऋग्वेद एव पुष्पं ता अमृता आपस्तावा एता ऋचः एतं ऋग्वेदमभ्यतपगं तस्यावितप्तस्य यशस्तेज इन्द्रियं वीर्यम् अन्नाद्यगं रसो जायत तद्व्यक्षरत्तदादित्यमभितोश्रयत् तद्वा एतत् यदेतत् आदित्यस्य रोहितगं रोवम् अथ द्वितीयः खण्डः अथ येस्य दक्षिणा रश्मयः ता एवास्य दक्षिणा मधुनाड्यः यजोगुंशेव मधुकृतो यजुर्वेद एव पुष्पं ता अमृता आपः तानि वा एतानि यजोगंशे एतं यजुर्वेदमभ्यतपगन् तस्याविदप्तस्य यशस्तेज इन्द्रियं वीर्यम् अन्नाद्यं रसो जायत तद्यक्षरत्तदादित्यम् अभितोश्रयत् तद्वा एतत् यदेतत् आदित्यस्य शुक्लगं रोमम् अथ तृतीयः खण्डः अथ येस्य प्रत्यञ्चो रश्मयः ता एवास्य प्रतीच्यो मधुनाड्यः सामान्येव मधुकृतः सामवेद एव पुष्पं ता अमृता आपः तानि वा एतानि सामानि एतगं सामवेदम् अभ्यतपगन् तस्यावितप्तस्य यशस्तेज इन्द्रियं वीर्यम् अन्नाद्यगं रसो जायत तद्व्यक्षरत् तदादित्यमभितोश्रयत् तद्वा एतत् यदेतत् आदित्यस्य कृष्णगं रोवम् अथ चतुर्थः खण्डः अथ येस्योदंश्यो रश्मयः ता एवास्योदीच्यो मधुनाड्यः अथर्वाङ्गिरस एव मधुकृतः इतिहासपुराणं पुष्पं ता अमृता आपः ते वा एते अथर्वाङ्गिरस एतदितिहासपुराणम् अभ्यतपगन् तस्याविदप्तस्य यशस्तेज इन्द्रियं वीर्यम् अन्नाद्यगं रसो जायत तद्व्यक्षरत्तदादित्यम् अभितोश्रयत् तद्वा एतत् यदेतत् आदित्यस्य परं कृष्णगं रूपम् अथ पञ्चमः खण्डः अथ येस्योर्ध्वा रश्मयः ता एवास्योर्ध्वा मधुनाड्यः गुह्या एव आदेशाः मधुकृतः ब्रह्मैव पुष्पं ता अमृता आपः ते वा एते गुह्या आदेशाः एतद्ब्रह्माभ्यतपगन् तस्यावितप्तस्य यशस्तेज इन्द्रियं वीर्यम् अन्नाद्यगं रसो जायत तद्यक्षरत्तदादित्यम् अवितो अश्रयत् तद्वा एतत् यदेतत् आदित्यस्य मध्ये क्षोभत इव ते वा एते रसानागं रसावेद हि रसाः तेषाम् एते रसाः तानि वा एतानि अमृतानाममृतानि वेद हि अमृताः येषाम् एतान्यमृतानि ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः See that coincidence? Krishna Vasudeva. In this particular five mantras of third khanda, five mandalas. See Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, in that only the Atharva comes. Then Itihasa Purana, then the fifth mantra was Parabrahma. All of them we have to invoke through the grace of Aditya. When that is invoked, means all that we are supposed to do when we do, we get all these things. Yashaha, Tejaha, Indriyam, Viryam, Annadyam, Rasaha. So all these are the generally means taken by us, understood by us for the happiness, freedom, which is our fulfillment. So with each of the Veda studied, invoked through the Kripa of Aditya, we get these things. Finally, what we have to get is the rasa. That is the Brahma rasa. That is Ananda rasa. Like in Taitariyam Visa, Raso vai saha rasagahyevayam labdva anandi bhavati. Isn't it? That Brahma rasa. Five mantras, and that five only we chanted today and today's Sunday also. So the Aditya Kripa. And throughout the day, we are touching that Brahma Rasa, even though very vaguely, no doubt, that is the beginning. Through almost, see, the Samaveda, we are chanting this particular Upanishad. Then Shukla Yajurveda, we are chanting in our next class in that Brahadaranyaka Parayana. Then Krishna Yajurveda, we are studying through this our beautiful Shwethashwathara Upanishad. Atharvana Veda we are touching through the study of Mandukya Upanishad. So almost every Veda we are touching yesterday, every day. May the Aditya be felt that we are worshipping him through all these our endeavors. May he bless us with the Rasa, Ananda Rasa, all these things. Yashaha, Tejaha, Indriyam, Viryam, Annadyagam. If all of them are necessarily required for the Brahma Rasa, yeah, may he provide all of them for us. We don't want any of these things for their own sake. We want any and every of these things for the sake of the ultimate truth only. There is no doubt in us. Right, friends? Thank you. Second tapasya today is of our common sense thought. Today's common sense thought is what we are discussing now, that only. It is what key. Don't compare with others in the world. Point one. Because these comparison trips continuously create the various notions in us about ourselves, about those people, and our unwanted emotions, relations regarding those beings in our heart, which have no productivity, no use at all, which have of no purpose. Point one. No comparison at all. Though because of some either mutual prarabdha or that this world created by the Lord is suitable for that being to evolve so much as for us to. That's why we are at the same time in the same world. That's all. Other than that, no need at all to. compare with others. Point one, very clear. It creates jealousy, it creates hatred, it creates variety of superiority, inferiority, complexions in us, which are of no use, unproductive, unwanted. Point two. If at all we want to even compare, let us compare spiritually, not in any other aspects of physical beauties or wealth or social positions, names or fames or awards or rewards. Don't compare with them. Others are in that way, rich and all. I am not so, isn't it? Not healthy, that is again. Compare spiritually. Point two. In that also, there can be a chance of all these ill feelings, hatred. Protect that it is more than the comparison, it's only information. More than comparison, it's only inspiration. It's only some guidance from the other person's more greater sadhana, pure spiritual. That's okay. And that helps too a lot, isn't it? It's always good to have 10, 12 people in our mind, contemporaries, remembering whom we get inspired all the time. Okay? Of the past also, some we can remember, but that's only history, It may give little information, may not be deeply appealing to the heart because they are of the past characters. And then always in the mind, that sort of stupid thought comes that वो तो महात्मा थे इसलिए उन्होंने वो कर पाया वो सब the other day somebody were saying no, better remember them for some information, no doubt, but the contemporary world may be around us. There are people, irrespective of age. Some are 10 years elder to us, some are 20 years younger to us. How does it matter? They are doing great sadhana. So get inspiration through information. चलेगा वो, help करेगा वो. Okay, two thoughts. The third one is what? If at all we want to really compare and compete, let us compare and compete with ourselves only. That is the most healthiest comparison, healthiest competition, and useful comparison and competition. It's very useful and necessary to you know compare myself with my last 5 years back personality, 3 years back, 2 years back, 1 year back, and now. Here also compare mainly spiritual. Other things too we can compare and improve upon, but that's of again giver of some temporary pleasure, not the giver of the moksha. Categorical. There's no ambiguity, doubt, second thought in that. No need to mutter, murmur. Was anything else is not worthy. So let me compare myself with my spiritual personality few years back and now. You know, what is the difference in me compared to the last 2, 3 years and now with regard to the clearest understanding about the truth. Did I understand? करो compare better है तो very good. So to even though after understanding, did I accept the presence of the truth or reality? Compare with the last year and today. or last 5 years or before I came to classes. So too, did I accept that truth realization is the only goal? How much improvement happened in me compared to last year and today? In between, so many classes I heard, so many experiences I went through. So too, how much I am clear regarding. If I have taken that as the goal, regarding the Bahi and Antaha sadhanas to be done. This is very crucial. As much it is essential to be convinced about the sadhya, the goal, so much it is essential to be convinced about the sadhanas too, the means. How much clarity in my understanding regarding I personally, consciously have to do these outer sadhanas, these inner sadhanas. कन्विक्शन होना चाहिए ना क्लैरिटी एंड कन्विक्शन कंपेयर then the last 2 points are more important practically how much I have done this sadhana outer and inner practically how much I have done is it that I am theoretically satisfied many people thought satisfied only by just listening vaguely not even they think about the need of understanding clearly they don't put the effort in that direction maybe we too fall in that category. If yes, unfortunate, isn't it? So that clear thing is yes, I am doing my these outer sadhanas, the inner sadhanas. Outer sadhana means while being in vyavahara, pashyan udasinataya prapancham. That is enough, one sadhana. Wherever required, there we are, but only udasina. Not expecting anything out of it, not creating any रागद्वेषास बस आउटर साधना एक ही है इनर साधना आर ओनली टू चित्त एकाग्र साधना देन एकाग्र चित्त applied in contemplation to realize the self these two and to do these two there are hundreds of guidances take up any guidance but know that is done for this purpose how much I am doing if I am doing japa it is for ekagrata Ekagra chitta for Atma Chintan. If I am doing Upasana, it is for Ekagrata. Ekagrata for Atma Chintan. If I am doing Bhajana, Kirtana, all are for Ekagrata. Ekagra Bhumika of the Chitta. And Chitta Ekagrata should make me contemplate on the Chidvastu. Realize that it is me. How much I am doing sadhana, this is the fourth point. Last but not the least is how much I succeeded in it as regards the experiences are concerned. कुछ फर्क पड़ा क्या कुछ अनुभूतियां आए क्या नॉट द फाइनल अनुभूति but in between anubhutis in fact if you ask it it is everyday anubhuti like today I did my japa with that my mind became ekagra that anubhuti because for that you have done it after we get out of japa again the mind may get disturbed and all that's because we have not matured that I should not get up till the Paramatman is realized. That sort of maturities are not there. बच्चे लोग हैं इसलिए वहां से उठ जाते हैं totally we get disturbed distracted by ourselves only nobody disturbs us nobody interested in us nobody is looking at us we are most unwanted thing in the world We have to only know the self, but we don't understand it right now. We think important, even what way you are important, only as a jiva, to guide, misguide others, to get misguided. All this we are sharing only to say that at the highest level of vairagya and mumukshata and jignasa, once we sit, we never get up till the self is realized. That much maturity is not there. Isliye we get up. When we get up, we definitely get distracted. It's okay. But when we sit, the phala of what I have done that day, I have to have anubhuti. So too when I sit for upasana. After I getting from upasana, that upasya devata, I may totally forget because of my busy things in all other nonsense. But at least at the time of upasana, yes, I have done this upasana. I am experiencing that I am surrendering to him. I have surrendered to him. उपासना ईश्वर शरणागत वो अनुभूति जब का तब जिस दिन का उस दिन जिस हफ्ते का उस हफ्ता आर वी गेटिंग द अनुभूति तो अनुभव आ रहा है कि नहीं बिफोर दैट साधना हम कर रहे हैं कि नहीं बिफोर दैट दिस इज द साधना इज दैट क्लैरिटी देयर आर नॉट बिफोर दैट हैव वी अंडरस्टूड एंड एक्सेप्टेड that the Paramatma Tattva alone is the goal? Have we first of all understood about the glory, greatness of Paramatma Tattva, which we are studying nowadays in the Shwethashwathara Upanishad? His glory is told so that we realize that he is the only one worthy of loving, worthy of surrendering, worthy of seeking, worthy of enjoying, experiencing, obtaining, etc. Whatever we do for the world, for whatever the purpose, all those purposes are in full in the Paramatma. Therefore, प्यार करना है तो भगवान से, सेवा करना है तो भगवान का, जानना है तो भगवान को. This is how comparing ourselves with ourselves, competing ourselves with ourselves in a healthy manner. And depending on each mood's abilities, capacity, each day's moods and abilities, capacities, keep on focusing on doing the best. Remember always, कभी एकदम बहुत बढ़िया साधना होता है, कभी बहुत कम. Even though it's a point of concern, yet are we trying or not? That's important. Like in driving to, कभी in 1 hour we may cover 90-80 kilometers. Other time in 1 hour only 30. Because of the road or vehicle, traffic or the vehicle ने गड़बड़ किया इत्यादि. Many other reasons. But the main thing is, are we on the path? Are we traveling or not? Speed varies. For various controllable, uncontrollable reasons. You know, अब you want to go 120 kilometers 1 hour, but कार में बैठे सबको वॉमिटिंग आ रहा है एक के बाद एक. अब you have to keep on stopping. You will never go. You cannot give importance to that compared to this. इस तरह. So today's thought is no comparison with others. You compare spiritually. Spiritually, if you compare, it is illogical to compare with others because each one is, we don't know which sadhanas he is personally doing, he has done earlier, which gurus, devatas he is doing upasana, how much he is invoking their grace, what books he is studying, what contemplation he is doing. हजार चीजें वो एक एक बंदा कर रहा है. Accordingly will be his progress. How can we compare with him? Is there any meaning? नहीं है ना. But still learn from them. That's it. If at all compare, खुद से करो. इन खुद से करने में these are the 7-8 things. You know, did we understand the truth? Its glory, Did we understand, accept it as the goal? Have we known what are the means? Are we following the means? And are we experiencing at least a bit of it? Observe these things. Compare to know that good, satisfactory efforts are done or not. Oh, I have to increase, intensify my efforts to the possibility, to the extent of possibility. The only reason for not being able to do sadhana is somewhere else we are lost. थोड़ा सा वहां से अपने आप को लाना ही पड़ता है, खींचना ही पड़ता, anybody. If I'm not able to do sadhana, somewhere I'm lost. Okay, lot more can be discussed in this topic, but today I'll stop it here. Something. Okay. Krishna Vasudeva in our today's third item, Mantrocharana. Simple mantra today. You all know it. You may love it also, some of you. Today's mantra ucharana for our dhyana with the meaning in the heart is the first mantra of the good text, great text given to us by Bhagavan Adi Shankara. In the text, every mantra is worthy of meditating, contemplating. And the text is Vaja Govinda. In that, the first mantra we are taking up today for meditative chanting. Okay, and very powerful mantra. I need 2 hours to explain it, but only in 5 minutes, 3 minutes we explain. The mantra goes like this: Om Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate. संप्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहीं नहीं रक्षते डुक्रुं करणे. So in that Kashi Ganga Kinara, that old man of 80-90, having taken bath, sitting there by hearting or writing the grammar rules. Dukrum karane, do mane karna, do means doing, like that. Go mane jana, eat mane khana. That is the meaning of that. Dukrum is a dhatu used in Sanskrit to mean karane. Karna means doing. Dukrum means karane. He is doing that abhyas. Like I told you just now. Do mane karna. English to Hindi we are learning. Dukrum mane karane is by hearting some Paniniya Sutras. Seeing that Guru Maharaj is teaching his disciples, Shankara, through that example. He is telling that old man, but from a distance. Old man is not listening. He is not telling his disciples directly, but it is audible to them. They are matured enough to know that Guru Maharaj is telling us only indirectly. Because of that so much familiarity, he doesn't want to take it for granted that directly to tell them, they may not listen. So, उनको घुमा कर कह रहे. Now this shloka has million things to explain. What it says is, "Hey Mudhamate, foolish fellow, Govindam bhaja, Govindam bhaja, Govindam bhaja. Do only Govinda's bhajana." When? Throughout life. So that toward the end of the life also we are able to do the Govinda bhajana, which takes us to the Govinda Anumoti. I'm telling very precisely. It's a very exhaustive slope. If you don't do that, if you do that, you are Sanmati. If you don't do that, you are Mudhamati. As a Mudamati, what do? Throughout life, except Bhajagovindam, every nonsense you do. And at the time of the death, you are now starting to learn the Sanskrita Sutras. If you learn Sanskrit now, where is the time for you to study the Shastras which are in Sanskrit, understand them and do sadhana? That is the direct meaning of Dukrunkar. Other indirect meaning means just now we said everything other than Vajagovindam is the useless Dukrunkarane only. That it never helps throughout the life, more so. It never helps at the time of death. If the time of doesn't help means will not give us moksha, so too will not give us fearlessness, etc. when that old age, disease, death, etc. come. देखो लोग कितने परेशान होते हैं मरने के टाइम में, कितने दुखी, कितने भय वगैरह होते. They have a lot of money, डुकरूम करने. They have lived life as secretaries, presidents, vice presidents, मुख्यमंत्रीs, डुकरूम करने. They have done so many otherwise things in the world and achieved awards, rewards. Bharata Ratna. The world recognized, nation recognized as Bharata Ratna. But did you recognize what you have to recognize? All of that is Dukrum Karane. Don't get lost in all those Upadhi level achievements, which are Upadhi itself is Maya, and in that you achieve something, and that strengthens your ego, Jiva Bhava. Bargain, forget the actual goal. Throughout the life, एक ही चीज करना है, भजो गोविंद. That's it. This understanding, see, who will get it? Krishna Vasudeva. That's the meaning of this sloka. Another thing is very important is bhaja means three meanings are there. Bhaja Sanskrit mein means seva karna, service. Bhaja means breaking also, meaning bhaja means uniting also. So seva, break, unite. So for first bhaja Govinda means do the seva to Govinda. Bhaja sevayam. So Govinda sevanam kuru. Anything required for your survival, do it, but do it as Govinda seva. Anything required to be done to the world, do it, but that is also Govinda seva. Okay? That's called as Bhaja Sevayam. First Bhaja Govinda means do seva. And seva we do with Sharira and Karmendriyas. तो आपका शरीर और कर्मेंद्रिय and ज्ञानेन्द्रिय to or to do the seva to Bhagavan. Be clear about it, convinced. Second bhaja is to break. What is to be broken is the gap between me and the Lord. Bhangte iti. So that breaking the gap is feeling the proximity. The proximity is felt more than physically, it is in the mind. You know, like you are physically with somebody, but the mind is attached to a person, daughter, son, or grandchild who is there in 1,000 kilometers. Therefore, with the mind, do the bhajana of Govinda in the sense when you have the proximity with Govinda more and more. No gap between you and him. This is called bhakti done with mind. First is seva done with the sharira. So शरीर से कर्मयोग करो, मन से भक्ति योग करो. That is the meaning. Third is bhaja ekatve, oneness. With the intellect, discover your oneness with the Govinda. That he is Brahman, you are Brahman. That is Jnana Yoga. So with Sharira, Karma Yoga, Mana, Bhakti Yoga, Buddhi, Jnana Yoga. Through that, discovering oneness with Lord is called Bhaja Govinda. He said three times to mean that these three. If this is done, you are Sanmati. If that is not done and everything else you do, you are Mudamati. One example is at this age you are just doing Dukrum Karane. Isn't it? We also, how much age is growing? Every nonsense work other than Bhagavad Sadhana we take as our duty. And the Maya Moha is what? No thing stops. One after the other things will come. One after the other. You think that it is over now. But because your attention is outside, you will create something else or something gets created and comes to you or you manipulate something. That is the Maya, no? मोह वही है. आप करते जाते हो तो लोग देते जाते हैं. ये आदत हो जाता है. Everything डुकरम करने we keep doing. And we are again postponing the Bhaja Govinda. And suddenly one day, that buffalo, Yamaraj, you see, he came to take us away. बट मैंने कुछ साधना किया ही नहीं था. अरे जिंदगी दिया ही उसके लिए था. बट क्या हुआ था? You were lost in some. How it happened? Such a stupid fellow. Others never got the gurus to guide. You got guru every day to guide. Still you have never realized. You deserve more punishment. That next life, whatever you are doing in this, that only I'll put you. Don't even give you a chance to do Bhaja Govindam. Ja, base raho. This time I gave opportunities. Still you have not used. Means you don't deserve those opportunities. Fase raho फिर, go through. Try to get your permanent happiness through all that nonsense. That's the meaning of Bhaja Govindam, what we have to do throughout life. Things won't end, isn't it? It will go on happening, happening. Ha ha ha, we have to put an end. ॐ भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि रक्षति डुक्रुं करणे भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि रक्षति डुक्रुं करणे भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि रक्षति डुक्रुं करणे भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि रक्षति डुक्रुं करणे भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि रक्षति डुक्रुं करणे भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि रक्षति डुक्रुं करणे भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि रक्षति डुक्रुं करणे भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि रक्षति डुक्रुं करणे. Even in the great worldly achievements themselves come under the category of Dukram Karane and never help us in liberation. How can our every moment's indulgence in the bhog of the world can help us? Batao. Sarvam tyaktva harim bhajet. And what we do? Harim tyaktva sarvam bhajet. भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि नहि रक्षति डुक्रुङ्करणे भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि नहि रक्षति डुक्रुङ्करणे भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि नहि रक्षति डुक्रुङ्करणे भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि नहि रक्षति डुक्रुङ्करणे. With this type of chantings, becoming every way sentimental, emotional, feeling that I am not doing any Bhaja Govinda, slapping oneself, kicking oneself, then now thinking seriously, sincerely, deeply, knowing and getting back onto the track of wantingly doing Bhaja Govinda, start doing it, settle in doing it, relax. I know in one day of 24 hours, I am fully involved in Bhaja Govindam. Whatever I can do, I am doing it. I am relaxed. The time will give the required result. That is to unite with that Brahman. करना है जो कर ही रहा हूं, वो तृप्ति हमको चाहिए. Don't delude yourself by yourself. Mudamati. Don't allow the things around to delude you. The things that are seen happening around. Seen happening done. Seen objects happenings, the whole phenomena done by others. They should not delude me. Why you become मोड़ा मत, अपने दिमाग यूज कर, क्या पाना है, उसके लिए क्या करना है, लगे रहो उसमें. ओम 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 सहनावतु. ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ये रिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं शंकरं शंकराचार्यं निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानां विदितानमया विशदैककला न च किञ्चन काञ्चनमस्ति गुरो धृतमेव विदेहि कृपां सहजां भव शङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्. ओम ब्रह्मानंदं परमसुखदं परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनरवाप्तितेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदव धर्म संस्कृते धर्म मोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठा अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थं कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरो उपनिषदः आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थम वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारम्. अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः पारायणम् 19-20-21. ओम अपाणिपादो जवनो गृहीता पश्यत्य चक्षुः शृणोत्य कर्णः सवेत्ति वेद्यं न च तस्यास्ति वेत्ता तमाहुरग्र्यं पुरुषं महान्तम् अनोरणीयान् महतो महीयान् आत्मा गुहायां निहितोऽस्य जन्तोः तम् अक्रतुं पश्यति वीतशोकः धातुः प्रसादान् महिमानमीशं वेदाहमेतमजरं पुराणं सर्वात्मानं सर्वगतं विभुत्वात् जन्मनिरोधं प्रवदन्ति यस्य ब्रह्मवादिनो हि प्रवदन्ति नित्यम्. 3 chapters chanted. Fourth one tomorrow we'll start. Now the study of the sixth mantra. ज्ञान से भगवत प्राप्ति. Sixth chapter, sixth mantra. पुनरपि तमेव दर्शयति. We are shown the Lord. We have to see the Lord. Seeing is being. Like, in that case of that great saint of Arunachala, some foreigner came, asked, can you show me the God? He said, I can show, but can you see? He said, you try, show. He said, like this. I have shown the God. That fellow said he's a madman, he went away. But in that movement of the finger only, he has indicated that which is existing as finger, that which is expressing as the movement, that which is seeing that movement. All that is that reality, the God. If you cannot see it, what can I do? Here also, Tameva Darshayat. God is not shown, means He is shown by the Guru, but we have to learn to see. Throughout life, only one thing. Learn to see the God, see the God, see the God only. Nothing else. Like the other day, somebody mentioned a message. Do everything and enjoy. So I said, why everything? I said, do the thing of seeing the God. What is everything? You are lost only again. See, Bhajagovindam. Sir, anything else? Bhajagovindam. Sir, anything else I can do? Bhajagovindam. Sir, anything? Mudamate, shut up. I can't tell you anything to do. Only Govinda bhajan you have to. That is the power in Shankara's that shloka. दोबारा पूछेगा तो मूढ़ मती है. मेरे दिमाग मत खराब कर. मेरे से सुनना है तो एक ही सुनने को मिलेगा. I am not here to tell you those things which I don't do and those things which bind you. I do Bhaja Govindam. I tell you only that. I do Bhaja Govindam and tell you something else is wrong. I can't afford. That's the lot of. That's why I said it's a shloka. 2 hours we need to explain. Anyway, so tameva darshayati. Chant it. Om savrukshakala krutivihi paronyah yasmat prapanchah parivartateyam dharmavaham papanudam bhagesham jnatvatmastam amritam vishwadhama. Ama सवृक्षकालाकृतिभिः परोऽन्यः यस्मात् प्रपञ्चः परिवर्ततेयं धर्मावहं पापनुदं भगेशं ज्ञात्वात्मस्थम् अमृतं विश्वधाम. Now we were talking about this shloka 2 days back. Listen carefully. What we see, what we do, what we involve. That is listed. In what we see, what we do, what we involve, there is something other than it as substratum. In these shlokas, we are told to recognize that, not what these things are there. First, understand the existence and presence of something other than what you are continuously involved in. Point one. Point two, that thing, realizing it is moksha, is to be realized in your buddhi. Point two. Therefore, withdraw from everything else, focus in your own buddhi. Third, in the buddhi, You realize that as your own self. That's called as Gnatva. Now, my real self, I have forgotten. In Buddhi, I became an individual. That individual me now involved in so many things that are in the world, continuously happening. So I, instead of involving in the world, have to recognize the presence of some substratum other than all that. I have to recognize that substratum in myself. Effort. I have to put the effort to realize that substratum in me. Finally, in me as me. That's what is said in this shloka. So, that Paramatma is Vriksha Kala Vriksha Akruti Kala Akrutvi Paraha. But we are caught up in Vriksha and Kala. He is Paraha, supreme, and Anyaha, other. Second, Yasmat Prapanchaha Parivartate. He is the one because of whom the entire Prapancha is Parivartate. Pravartate Parivartate. We are again lost in that Prapancha only. Third, Dharmavaham. He is the one because of whom the Dharma is done. But we are lost in Dharma. We have to do Sarvadharman Pariteja. Second is Papanudam. We either involve in Papa or struggle to come out of Papa. We have to come out of Papa, we have to do Punya or Dharma till we get balanced. What is the balance? The ability to focus on the reality. उसका धर्म पाप दोनों छोड़ देना. Once you get the balance to focus on Brahma. Just like in life, get your education, study, and naukari so that you are comfortably living. Beyond that, don't worry about the world, all about the money and enjoyments. It's a trap. That comfortable life, utilize it for knowing the truth. Otherwise, you get trapped. There's no end to it. You end one day without doing the thing, without gaining the thing. This is how we are made Ullu Gada Beokuf by our own selves. Nobody can make me fool, Swamiji. No need. How can anybody make me, which I am already? मूढ़मते का explanation दे रहा हूँ. In this world, anyone who is not trying Bhajagoindam, not reached Bhajagoindam, with whatever claims, exclamations, exclaims, proclaims, unanimously all of them, with all their names, titles, achievements, one more thing can be added, like Pandita, Ratna, Deshabhakta, Sangha Sangskarta, Samaja Sevaka, all of that big list. In the bracket, आखिर में give it to that certificate to शंकर भगवान. भगवान ठीक है क्या सर्टिफिकेट उसको हम दे रहे हैं. एनीथिंग टू बी एडेड एडिटेड. ही सेज एक शब्द मुझे ऐड करना है विथ ऑल द टाइटल्स मूढ़मते because he has done Dukru Karne. There is no Bhajo Govinda in it. If anybody comes to me and asks, says, Swami is doing this and that, मैं पूछता हूँ वो भजो गोविंद कर रहा है क्या? No, except that he is doing everything. मूढ़ा मत है, हट. Isn't it? Here also, our drushti is in all these things. So to Bhagesham, he is the Ishwar of all this Aishwarya. Our drushti is on the Aishwarya. Our drushti should be on the Ishwara. And he to be Jnatva, to be known. Where he should be known as Atmastham. Here Atmastham kaha, Atma ke andar. Andar ka arth kaha, therefore the Atma should be the container here. The container is Buddhi. So in the Buddhi, as the pure Satchidatma, he is there. You have to know him. When we know him, Amritam. The immortality, the deathlessness, changelessness, miserylessness, bondagelessness, all of that is experienced. Amrutam. Then Vishwadhama. Then you don't depend on the world, you know. You are that self on whom the world is depending, playing. That has to click. When you realize the self, these two are the rewards. One, I myself am Amrita Swarupa. Second, the whole world is dependent on me. Now it is other way around. I depend on the world and such me is Mruta. Every moment I am experiencing death only as a Jiva. Sukhi, death. Again another Sukhi, another death. Every moment I am dying as a Sukhi because that conditioning which is giving me Sukha is ending. So very good food I ate. I was as Amrita Sukhi that time. But that food is over, eating is over. I am dead as a happy person. Again to be born as happy, I will do something else. I sit in front of TV. Then the TV program over, I am dead as a happy person. Every moment, Kruti, so gaya 6 7 घंटे, then woke up. I am dead as a happy person. But in this Atmanamati, I am Amrita Swarupena Ananda, undying, uh, ever existing, happy being I am. And that I depend on the Vishwa. No, Vishwa depends on. I am that eternal self, all pervading self, which is supporting entire Rupanama, including these upadhis. देखो इन उपाधियों से हमारा चिपक जाना लगाव इतना हो गया कि we are not able to pull ourselves from that identity and realize ourselves to be that real reality which is everywhere there supporting everything. वेदांत ही सिखाता है हमको, isn't it? दैट्स वाई इस देहेंद्र प्राण मन बुद्धि पे जो जितना जोर दे रहे हो थोड़ा कम करो, उसका अधिष्ठान को जानो. वेदांत का सार वही है. नो द रियलिटी, नो द सबस्ट्रेटम, नो द ट्रूथ. दैट एक्सेप्ट दैट भज गोविंदम, everything else we do dukrum karane, and we claim to be intelligent. If anybody claims or certifies that we are intelligent, they are equally bewkuf. You have to ask the certificate from the wise people. Sir, am I wise? Please certify. You are not wise, sir. You are otherwise मूढ़मते. अरे ऐसे कैसे कह रहे हो? आई डन सो मेनी. मुझे कोई नहीं किया क्या नहीं किया. मुझे मजेदार श्लोक है ये. जिंदगी भर हर दिन हमको टोंट मारता हुआ, चोंच मारता हुआ. It can inspire us. That's how we have to help. This one shloka is a Mahavakya, powerful. Then, like any of the Upanishad mantra, every moment, whatever I am doing, why I have to do Bhajagovinda at this moment, what I am doing? I am a Mudamati. देखो देखो ऐसा करते करते ही we start doing and become habitually doer. आप Bhajagovinda. If we don't care at all, we do Dukrum Karane only throughout life, prove ourselves to Mudamati. And one interesting thing, with all our stupidity, we choose to do the Mudamati, Dukrum Karane, and never do Bhajagovindam. With all our how much ever you become sentimental, emotional, justify oneself, लेकिन भगवान आपने मुझे इधर फंसाया उधर फंसाया, कोई सुनने वाला नहीं. Nobody will listen. No God, no Guru will listen. They don't care at all. You by stupidity, your choice, you did Dukrum Karane, now you are Bade Raha other. Suffer, realize from within. Such a golden opportunity of human life, Indian, Hindu, Sanatan Dharmi we gave you, and also sent the gurus to teach how careless you are, how arrogant you are, how materialistic you are, how extroverted you are. इतना भी इज्जत किया तुमने गुरुओं का, मनुष्य जीवन जो दिया मैंने मेरा. You don't even reserve us. What do you mean by that sharp of the Lord Guru? That in the next 10 lives, you become Pradhan Mantri, Mukhya Mantri, you become Karodpati, industrialist, but you never become sadhak. वो उस तरफ ये सारे लोग जो इतना फंसे हैं दुनियादारी में, they are all cursed by the Guru and God. It's all curse because they are lost in such karmas which will bind them with कर्म फल for the hundreds of lives to come. मैं कहता हूँ बाबा किसी में मत फंसाओ, except satsanga to remind myself as the goal of the goal and the sadhana. भगवान को भूलना भगवान का ही शाप होता है. क्यों? क्योंकि we have chosen that. We are mudamati. We are only keeping on doing dukkurkarane. By mati, we have convinced to do dukkurkarane. With the same mati, we are justifying that dukkurkarane only. Then that's the mudata of that mati. फाइनली ये को कोई हमारा हेल्प नहीं करता. मैं मेरे बुद्धि को सही उपयोग करके क्या करना क्या पाना सही निर्णय करके वो करूं तभी मेरी रक्षा होगी, है ना. I go on eating all sweets and nonsense, and my sugar is growing. What a diabetician can do, endocrinologist. What can anybody do in the world? अब देखो, I only throughout the day involve in all the nonsense which creates tamoguna in me. Who else can do whatever? What guru can do if I am involving in my own tamoguna creating things? तू गलत कर रहा है तो अपने आप को ठीक कर. Nobody can help if I am not helping myself. Everybody will help if I help myself. I need help, definitely. I can't say nobody I need it. No, I need Guru to teach me. I need Shastra to inform me. I need God to empower me. चाहिए वो लोग. But their help is a help when I help myself. Okay? So ज्ञात्वा किसको करना है? खुद को करना है. आत्मस्तम ज्ञात्वा अमृतम ब्रह्मधाम और विश्वधाम. ज्ञात्वात्मस्तम अमृतम. Okay, now this mantra bhashya, one word. So beautiful it is. Only one word today we see. First savruksha iti. I am commenting on the mantra starting with the word savruksha kala kritivihi. Are you ready? Yes sir, please guide us. He says saha, that Paramatma. Who should be our goal? Who is the Govinda? Whose bhajana we have to do? Saha वृक्ष आकारेभ्यः काल आकारेभ्यः परः. Understand the word first. Paraha. Para means greater, higher, nobler, more real, supportive, substratum. These are all the words for the meaning for the word para. Technically, we have seen the meaning of the word para in Taittiriya Upanishad, Kata Upanishad. When that Indriyabhya parayartaha हर्तेभ्यश्च परम मनः मनसस्तु परा बुद्धिः बुद्धिरात्मा महान परः महता परम अव्यक्तम अव्यक्तात् पुरुषः परः पुरुषात् परम न किंचित पुरुषान् न परम किंचित. That para word 10 times, 7-8 times it comes there. There we have exhaustively seen. 3 words used by Bhagavan in Bhasha. Sukshmatva, Mahatva, Pratyagat. It is subtler, it is more pervasive and greater, more nearer to you. This is the meaning of the word para. Therefore, subtler, greater and nearer. Then the vriksha akara and kala akara. Kala akara. From these two. Do the little contemplation. More will explain tomorrow. So, vriksha akarebhyaha kala akarebhyaha saha paraha is equal to vriksha kala akrutibihi paraha. Means whatever the akaras are there to vriksha and kala with their lakshanas. He supports them as substratum, but he doesn't have all the lakshanas of vriksha and kala in him. And a kala gets into 3, Bhuta Bhavishya Artha Kala. Also gets into 2, Karana and Karya. So Paramatma is neither Bhuta Bhavishya Arthamana nor is Karana Karya. He is Paraha. So, to what is Vriksha? Vriksha samsara vriksha. Uktam cha. It is said in Gita, Urdhva molo avakshakaha esho shwethashwathara. This is Katha Upanishad, second Dhyaya, third Valli, first mantra. First, 15th chapter Gita, first sloka. Urdhva moolam adashakam ashwattham pravram. So here Vriksha means samsara Vriksha, Bhagavan is usse pare hai. Kala means the continuous moving time, which we are afraid of. We have to be afraid because in the Kala only all opportunities come and we have to do sadhana. Else the Kala with opportunities ends. But in this Kala with all opportunities, what we have to realize is that which is Kala Atit, so that we are no more bound by the Kala. So this shloka, Vriksha Kala Kruti Paraha, this line, few more things we have to study. We will see them tomorrow. Then Anyaha, that also will study. Yasmat Prapanchaha Parivartate. We see in his presence, the whole Prapancha of Pancha Mahabhutas, etc., is playing, it's dancing. And he is the one who is non playing, non dancing. It is just as he is. That state of being we have to realize as ourselves. And all the dance that which is happening is in the Prakriti, which is not independent, which is not ultimate, which is not real. When you are identified with that, you suffer. Okay? Always I am that self. I am that self, which is supporting but beyond. I am that gold supporting all ornaments but beyond. Like that. Good shloka with so many things in it. We will enjoy it tomorrow and one more day also as per requirement. Om 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 Purnamadaha Om Shruti Matre Namaha Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Good. आ जाओ गीता पढ़ना है तो